Alexander the Great, Julius Caesar, Genghis Khan, and Napoleon Bonaparte, the four great conquerors, each left their mark on history through ambition and relentless pursuit of power. They shared a common trait, a thirst for conquest that could never be quenched. Alexander the Great wept because 2 million square miles of conquest were not enough. He was a glory hunter, caring only for expanding his empire. For 10 years, Alexander led his armies through countless victories, pushing them beyond their limits. Even when his men begged to return home after exhausting campaigns, Alexander's only desire was to conquer more. In India, he faced his greatest challenge against King Porus. After losing many men, his beloved horse, and nearly his own life, his soldiers finally convinced him to return home. But Alexander's ambition knew no bounds, and his downfall began soon after. His drinking worsened, and he fell gravely ill. On his deathbed, his generals asked who would succeed him. Alexander replied, "To the strongest." This ignited a 50-year war among his generals, fracturing the Macedonian Empire before it even solidified. Ironically, modern scientists believe Alexander was buried alive, paralyzed in a coma, while his empire disintegrated.
Next comes Julius Caesar, who idolized Alexander. Upon reading of Alexander's exploits, Caesar reportedly cried, lamenting that, at his age, Alexander had conquered much of the known world, while he had done nothing. Like Alexander, Caesar became consumed by ambition. After rising to power as a general and statesman, he declared himself dictator for life, threatening the Roman Republic. Fearing his growing power, a group of senators, including his trusted ally Marcus Brutus, assassinated him on March 15th, 44 BC. The 23 stab wounds were a grim reminder that even the greatest of men could fall to betrayal.
Then we have Genghis Khan, a conqueror unlike the rest. While Alexander and Caesar saw themselves as gods, Genghis knew he was a tyrant and embraced it. He conquered twice as much land as Alexander and took pride in destroying his enemies. His death is shrouded in mystery, with accounts ranging from being shot on horseback to succumbing to the plague. Before dying, Genghis instructed his followers to keep his death a secret, as the Mongols were in the midst of their conquest of the Western Jia. Even after his death, his men slaughtered anyone who witnessed the funeral procession to maintain secrecy. His desire to conquer was so strong that it overshadowed even his own life.
Finally, Napoleon Bonaparte emerged as perhaps the most complex of all. A military genius in the age of artillery, Napoleon saw war as art, famously saying, "I love power, but it is as an artist that I love it." His mind was a battlefield map, filled with precise details of every unit, down to the strength and position of his forces. Napoleon conquered vast parts of Europe, winning victory after victory. Yet, as his ambitions grew, so did the stakes. The toll of war became too much, and he was ultimately defeated at Waterloo in 1815. Captured by the British, he was exiled and lived the rest of his life in denial, clinging to the remnants of his past glory. He died in 1821, his final words reflecting the things he cherished most: France, the army, Josephine. Though these four great conquerors died under different circumstances, they shared a common fate. They all left this world still craving for more. Their ambition was insatiable, and even in death, their desire to conquer remained.